Welcome back to Straight Out of Marvel. It shows Kevin27 back with another fire episode. And today's episode is all about Captain America Brave New World. The 39 things I missed the first time I seen Captain America Brave New World. Let's get into it. Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe on this video. Please give a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And please follow me over there at Spotify. And please write a review, please. It's much appreciated. Comment everything I can get. I need it. Let's go. Let's start this 4-year anniversary off right, okay? So one thing that puzzles me to start off the movie is what happened to the last president from Secret Invasion? It was never explained why he lost. It was never explained that it was even a re-election coming up. Nothing was explained about it. They just kind of moved on. And I have a little problem with it because Marvel, don't act like Secret Invasion doesn't exist. It happened, okay? Like, I know it was a thud. Everyone hated it. I loved it, me personally. But I thought everyone hated it for the most part. So, yeah, just stand on it, man. Like, they can at least say why he lost the presidency to Ross. You know, did people feel a way about him saying we're going to attack all of the I don't even remember what they were called, but the Skrulls? Is it because he said he was going to attack all the Skrulls? Is that why he lost? Like, I need answers. I need answers, okay? And I don't feel like we got them. So that's one. So apparently, number two, Stearns was the person responsible for Abomination. So this movie pretty much sets as a direct sequel, almost, kind of, sort of, to The Incredible Hulk. So to know that it was Stearns, I don't know if it's a bit of a revisionist history, but yeah, I guess that's what they said. So Seth is the head of the Serpent crew, and let's get a Seth up. This is number 3. This was Carl. I forget his name. Yeah, Sidewinder, and which is Seth. Yeah, so I mean that's something to know, I guess. Number 4, Captain America shows a sense of worry with Joaquin not being ready to be a Falcon. So I noticed this the second time I watched it. Definitely, it seemed like he had a bit of a bit reservations for Joaquin being Falcon. First of all, you got to think this has been already years, at least a couple years after the Falcon and Winter Soldier. So he's been Captain America for a couple years now. So the fact that, Joaquin still hasn't even been, promoted to Falcon yet, it was a little concerning. And then when you watch the rest of the movie, you kind of see why he played too much. And I get they got to have that MCU humor, but you just play too much, bro. Number 5, Betty doesn't believe that Ross has truly changed. And by the end, she's proven right, until the end, because I'm not going to lie. If I was the president and I could turn into the Red Hulk, I'm not giving up my presidency. I'm staying the president. Who gonna make me stop? That's why I ain't the president. Bruh. Number 6, Captain America doesn't want to introduce Joaquin to Ant-Man. Is it because Ant-Man beat him up? Or does he think, because remember, this is still the beginning of the movie, does he not think that Joaquin is ready enough to even be around any kind of Avengers? So who knows, man? What do you guys think about that? Let me know in the comment section below. Why was he so apprehensive to call him Falcon and give him that boost? And why was he so apprehensive, like, oh, I don't want to introduce you to Ant-Man? Is it because Ant-Man put the paws on him? Like, we can go back. Ant-Man beat his ass, to the point where he was like, don't tell Cap about this. So I don't know. It's funny. Number 7, seeing Captain America in a limo is funny. You just know it's going to go bad. So I'm watching this and I'm like, I get it. You know, you're not always going to be in your wingsuit, but just seeing him in the, like, when I seen him in the GMC, I was like, yeah, that's something that Captain America should be rolling in. Big, tough truck. You know what I mean? When I see him in a limousine with the Forgotten Cap and Joaquin, it's just like, I don't know. It's something that didn't sit right with me. And that's just me being selfish because you don't see too many superheroes in the cars. So when you see one, it's kind of like, I'd rather see him on his wings, man. Fly to the White House. uh so now we in the White House. Number 8, Stearns has surveillance in the White House the whole time. So this is how he was able to predict every move that was going to happen. And this is how he got Isaiah and a few others with the mind control, which I'm not mad at mind control. Let mind control be a thing. Like you had to get Isaiah out here some way to make him at least the bad guy for the beginning and to set this whole thing in motion. And I think it worked for the story, me personally. Number 9, Sam tells Ross he's still trying to get used to the new look. Obviously, the previous actor died, but they made it about the mustache because, you know, he shaved the mustache off. And then he also said, well, you know, they said if I kept the mustache, I can't be president. So, you know, and then I started thinking, well, have we ever had a president with a mustache? Let's see. Has there, actually, let's just do it. Has there ever been a president with a mustache?
According to Wikipedia, the most recent president to have had facial hair was William Howard Taft. President Harry S. Truman briefly grew a mustache and goatee while vacationing in Key West, Florida, after the 1948 presidential election.
Yeah, so that's how long it's been. And William Howard Taft, he was the president between 1909 and 1913. So we talking about over 100 years ago. And then obviously Truman grew a mustache and goatee, you know, and that was on vacation. Like it's very unpresidential to have facial hair because you know you don't want to hide anything. Which I'm not saying facial hair is hiding anything, but I mean it is it's a bit of a mask, if you will. You know, it adds more character. I wouldn't mind seeing a president with a goatee, but you know, you got to get that clean shaven look. So I totally agree. And that was a good I feel like that was a good flip to kind of mention that the, you know, previous actor died, but not mention it and make it about the mustache. Before we get to number 10, man, hope you guys enjoying this video. 1, light up that exotic if you got it. 2, pour up that expensive so we can get offensive. And 3, like, comment, subscribe, and follow your boy Kevin27 World. Okay. Number 10, Sam speaks multiple languages so far, Japanese and Spanish. So my man is trilingual speaking. He's who knows what else he speaks, but Captain America is Captain International, baby. He speaks Spanish, Japanese, and English. My man's is getting it. So, yo, Sam, love when they make the brothers, you know, very intellectual. Now, and I did feel like, well, it didn't. It's better than it was better than O'Shea Jackson speaking French. And what's that movie called that I hated? Den of Thieves 2. Definitely better than that. It was good though. But I thought the Spanish was definitely better than the Japanese. But the Japanese was oppressive, and he did it to be impressive in front of the president. So yeah, man, shout out to Sam Wilson, man. Trilingual, baby. So number 11, this is when they started talking about the adamantium, and they pointed out how adamantium will be stronger than vibranium, and it's not being held by an isolationist nation, which the Wakandas are, and I get why they're like that. But I just always have a problem with it. It always seems so selfish. It's like the good that the Wakandans could do for the world that they just choose not to is insane to me. Like think about how old boy got shot, and then because they used vibranium, they was able to save his life. Like they could use that technology all around the world, but you know what it'd be used for? Just the weapons. So I get why they are very protective over their vibranium. So number 12, this is after Isaiah attacks the president, and he's saying, Sam, I can't go back inside. Oh, that shit was heartbreaking. And then he was like, watch my suit, because it's connected to his wife. Oh, yeah, that was heartbreaking when I was watching it. I was like, damn, bro. I couldn't believe it. I did hate the part where they had Isaiah running in the park because it looked ridiculous. Like, it looked ridiculous. I hated that part. I hated it. Like I'm not gonna hold you. Like I did not like that part. I just thought it was ridiculous. So shout out to Cap though. Old Cap and new Cap. I love how he talked him down though. This movie was all about Sam Wilson talking everybody down. Like even right here when he was saying, I don't want to go back inside. He was like, if you don't stop, it's gonna be worse than that. That's what Sam said. I was like, he telling you, bro, you're gonna get your ass shot. You better stop playing. So number 13, Ross saying Sam isn't Steve Rogers. I don't know, man. It just sounded racist. And I get it. I get it. Mans was mad, pissed off. He just got an assassination attempt on his life. So I get he was a little touchy. But saying that, man, like, oh, what he said, yeah, you're not Steve Rogers. I didn't like it, especially because he has been Captain America for like the last couple years. So it's like the fact that you're still throwing up Steve Rogers is ridiculous. First of all, Steve Rogers is gone. He didn't want to be Captain America anymore for this place. He left, went back in his own wherever he went, and go dance with Peggy for eternity. So I'm not really understanding. Like, and I mess like Steve was cool, but I don't understand why people trying to make it seem like he's like some type of hero or something. Like, I don't get it. Like, to me, what Sam is doing is way more honorable. He's working for the government and he's trying to keep things in line. And for him to just come out like, yeah, you ain't. And another thing too, but I get Ross too, because you the one brought Isaiah. But the fact of the matter is, we know by Ian's way, it was, Ross's fault anyway, but it is what it is. Number 14, the soldier saying he get court-martialed for taking Sam to go see Isaiah was cool because he was crazy because he shook his hand knowing he was being deceptive. And I was just like, wow, this is Captain America here, and he just straight shitted on him. I thought it was pretty crazy. That's why later when he, offed himself in the movie, I was like, yeah, I ain't even mad, bro, because I ain't like how you lied to Captain America like that. I ain't like that. So number 15, I thought the phone flash mind control is an interesting concept because could that be a thing if someone hacked and flashed your shit and then played it, like did 3 flashes and then played a song to mind control you with? It is an interesting concept. I don't know why people are acting like it's really not. I think it's a very interesting concept. Sure, mind control has been done multiple times, but I feel like the way that they did it is something different, like with the phone, because everyone has a phone. So if you wanted to control someone's mind, that would be the best way to do it. And yeah, I liked it. I like that. I like that. So again, I feel like Stearns, man, he had a good plan and he was executing very properly. Number 16. If you watch my Spider-Man or listen to my Spider-Man finale, you would know I just said the same thing. I love the consistency of the police never showing up in the MCU. Like, they never show up. They always show up after the fact. But when it's something going on, I can't think of, maybe when they was at Scott's house in Ant-Man. But other than that, bro, I can't really think of a time where the police be showing up like when it matters. Like they always show up super late. And I actually think it's funny. It was the same thing when I watched the Spider-Man finale, the animated version. Same thing to me. It's like always the police always show up super late, never know when it's going to happen. So crazy. Number 17. So they show Sam's pictures on his desk, and not one woman besides his sister. I don't like it, bro. My man Sam needs some love in his life. Now, I will be real. Well, no, because I got pictures of my woman up. Yeah, I can't even say that. Because I was about to be like, oh, well, I ain't gonna, but now I think about it. Like, literally, if I pointed the camera, it's 4 pictures of me and my girl. So it's like, yo, Sam, man, why Sam ain't slapping no cheeks? I don't like it. I don't like it. Black young man, Captain America, he should be swimming in it. Like, he should be swimming in it. So we need that. We need a beautiful love interest, preferably black. So you get black Captain America with a black woman. That's what we want to see on the next Captain America. At least that's what I want to see. Because I know what they're going to try to do. Black Captain America with a white woman. And nothing wrong with white women. But come on, man. Can we give black love a chance just one time in the MCU? Just one time. One time. You know what I mean? Not getting killed. Because the only time we had that was what? The king and queen of Wakanda, and they both dead. So, yeah, we need that. Number 18. I hated that Ross found out that it was Stearns behind the assassination attempt and still, okay. Number 18. I hated that Ross found out that it was Stearns behind the assassination attempt and still put Isaiah in solitary. Like, dude, once you knew Isaiah didn't have anything to do with it and it was Stearns, why not just let him go, bro? Like, you let him get crucified more and more day by day by the media, and you didn't even clear his name. Like, it would have, I mean, that would be hard to clear without telling on yourself, though. So I kind of get it, because, like, okay, well, then I'm going to have to sacrifice myself, because they're going to be like, well, who the hell is Stearns? And then when you tell them, yeah, I probably would have kept Isaiah ass in jail, too. Stay your old ass in jail. It's the end of the road for you, player. Number 19. Red Wing doesn't get enough credit or screen time. It's always Red Wing do this, Red Wing do that. I don't hear no thank yous. Red Wing had the shield. Like, he had his own little shield. Bro, Red Wing, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love Red Wing. We need more of Red Wing in the MCU. Seriously. Before we get to number 20, man, I hope you guys enjoying this video. Please light up that exotic if you got it. That's 1. 2, pour up that expensive so we can get offensive. And 3, follow your boy at Kevin27 World. Everywhere you got a search bar, okay? Number 20, Stearns' prison being a lab is nothing short of comical. Like, seriously, they got my man locked up in a lab with his head bulging out green ooze. Oh, my God. Yo, Stearns was one ugly-looking motherfucker, bro. I can see why he was ready to kill it all. Like, I can see why. And he didn't even want to kill. He was like, bro, you think I want to kill this motherfucker? He's like, but I kill to get to it. So, Yeah, man, I like Stearns, bro. Stearns was a cold motherfucker, bro. Stearns was a cold motherfucker, and having him just locked up in a laboratory, just constantly working on weapons and shit. It's kind of funny, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'd be mad if it was me, but outside looking in, kind of funny because who want to see that big ass head, in the public eye? No one. They're like, how you get that big head looking like that? It's all green and oozing, and then you gotta, yeah, man, keep that. 21. Oh no. Yeah, 21. So Stearns was held in prison without a trial. So again, yeah, you're not going to trial, bro. How are we gonna put you on a stand and tell them what? What are we gonna say about your green ooze hanging out your expanded brain looking disgusting? How are we supposed to get away with this? No, you stay your ass in jail. You ain't get no trial, bro. You gets no trial, And Stearns would have been turning me into the Incredible Hulk because I would have treated his ass the same way. The same way. Ain't nobody told you to do all that and turn yourself into the damn big brainiac, big green oozy brainiac. Get out of here. So, number 22, this is when, President Ross was starting to freak out and he sat at the table. He was like, ugh, and cracked it. And it was like a concrete table. No one thought that was strange. If I hit this table, I'm on right, bro. This table was like $100. Come on. If I hit this table right now, it ain't gonna crack with all my might. You telling me this old 70, what he's like 77 in the movie or 67 or something like that? You telling me this old man did that and cracked the table and no one was like, hey, what's up with all dude? Like, what's up with bro? What's up with dog? Like, is he a super soldier? I would want to know. That's something that I would question. So I thought that was a bit strange. Maybe Doctor Strange. But yeah, I had to throw a little cheesy joke in there. So number 23, I just thought this was a good line by Ross when he was talking about going to war with Japan. And he was like, I was a wartime general. I'm a wartime president. Let's see if that's an actual quote. Because that was a good. Okay, so the first thing that came up was Donald Trump saying he's a wartime president. So that's one thing. So I guess that line, I'm guessing that line, is no way though. That it was just Trump. All right, so shout out to Big Trump. Yo, Trump always dropping some bars though. So it makes sense. So they took half of that and so if Trump said I'm a wartime president, that's what they took half of that, and then he put I was a wartime general. Now I'm a wartime president. So I mean, bruh, good writing. I like it, keeping it relevant to the culture, the political landscape. Oh, look at this. Look at this. George W. Bush. This is 9 years ago. George W. Bush said 9/11 made me a wartime president. Okay, so we got Bush saying it. Okay, let's see where the origin. This is where let's go for Time Magazine. But we know for a fact Trump said it, and we know for a fact that George W. Bush said it. So I mean, I'll take either one of those. And it was probably said before that, but for now, that's what we got. Okay, guys. So number 24, instead of removing the gamma from Stern's blood, he upped the dosage. And this is what John Carlo's character was telling Sam, which again, it just adds to the hilarity and the justice that my man's was seeking for himself in this movie, Stearns. Like, it's just like, bro, you didn't even try to save me. You exploited me and you actually caused more damage to me by upping the dosage. So yeah, just funny stuff, bro. It's just I like a good motive for a villain, bro. I love a good motive. Yo, number 25. The way Captain America was pressing President Ross had me screaming. Like he was yelling at him. And I was laughing because I'm watching this shit and I'm like, bro, he was like, tell me what you did. Tell me what you did. I was like, damn. Like, you imagine like screaming at the president of the United States like that to the point where even the president was like, boy, we ain't call him boy. Let's get that out of the way. But he was like, I'll have you locked up for treason. You keep talking to me like that. He said something like that. No, Sam was at his neck like a bow tie. Like, seriously. Sam was on his bumper. I was like, holy crap. So number 26, Joaquin doesn't listen and blows a missile up in his face. And I think this is why Sam was having a little bit of reservations for Joaquin, because he like, bro, you got to listen when I'm telling you something. And he didn't listen. And we talking about, when they was trying to save Japan from whatever was happening, he missed it. And then he tried to double back. And Sam was like, nah, I'll get it, which would make more sense because Sam has the suit made of vibranium. So he's able to take that type of impact. Joaquin, he does not with the Falcon gear. So for him to just be acting like that, reckless. The boy was reckless. So yeah, man, that's kind of what happened. And now he had burns all up on his neck and shit. Like I really didn't understand that. Like I didn't really get it. But it is what it is. Now he's got burns all up in his shit. So number 27, this was a weird one for me because Sam says, he's asking Bucky, how many alien invasions did Steve stop like he did it alone? And also that he was there for at least one of them. So, and he was there for one alien invasion that was stopped, and he was there for one that was unsuccessful. So I'm not sure why Sam was acting like, and then he's saying like, how many did Steve stop? Like Steve did it all by himself. No, he did not at all. If it wasn't for Iron Man in the first one, for taking the nuke and throwing it up there and nuking the damn alien invasion, New York would have been dead. So I'm not really, I didn't understand that. I get it's like, Captain America propaganda, they want to prop Steve up. But no, that's not what went down. And again, he didn't do it he didn't do any of them alone. So I'm not sure why he's acting like that. I get it. They just want to, put him on a pedestal, but nah, I'm not buying it. Number 28, Bucky is running for Congress. So now when I went to see it again, they said it not just Congress, but for like Senator Bucky Barnes. So I'm a little weirded out by that. I was listening to a podcast and they was like, these white men can do whatever they want. And they was like, oh, well, when you look at the political landscape now, I mean, bro, we got a convicted felon as the president. So I'm like, yeah, I guess you could see that. Now, do you look at Bucky and say, okay, well, he was being brainwashed for all of this stuff? Or do you look at Bucky and say, bro, you're 110 years old. You got super soldier serum. Who knows how long you're going to live? And why is he 100? Like, I don't know. I want to know. I do want to know that about Bucky. Like, is he going to like live forever? Or like, because he wasn't just frozen all that time. So, yeah, I don't know. That's one thing. And then two, it's just like, this guy did have something in his head to control him. Now, was it broken? Sure, it was broken, but could you really trust that? I'm not sure. Not sure if I would, but who knows? I guess we'll see in the Thunderbolts. Number 29. So this was a great line from Stearns. And I know it was because when I was talking to the homie at my job and we was talking about it, this was the line that he told me about. When I was like, I thought Stearns was a good actor and he had good lines, and this was the line. So when he was killing, the context is he was killing the soldier that was relaying the message to Sam about, the pills that had not adamantium, but the gamma into him that was turning the president into the Hulk. And before he can get to him, Stern shot that dude with something, and it like ruptured his spleen. I don't know what it was, but when he said, "Who are you?" and he was like, and Stearns was like, "Isn't it obvious? I'm the hero." Oh man, incredible line delivery! Incredible line delivery. I loved it. I loved it. Okay, before we get to number 30, please, number one, light up that exotic if you got it. Pour up that expensive so we can get offensive. That's number two. Number three, follow your boy at Kevin27 World. Anywhere there's a search bar, you'll be able to find me, okay? I mean, except for Threads, because I ain't made one. But other than that, the real shit, Insta, Twitter, I'm there. All right? And please subscribe, turn on the notification bell. Number 30. Stearns was a good villain because his original plan didn't work, but the backup plan was just as good. So Stearns wanted to start a war between Japan and America. Almost happened. He was almost successful. And not only did he want to start a war, he felt like if the war would have started and been successful, he would have turned President Ross into the Hulk on that ship in the middle of the Indian Ocean. That would have happened. And this was on Celestial Island. That would have happened. That would have been crazy. Yeah, that would have happened, and that would have been crazy. But I'm glad that didn't happen like that, because I was happy that it started at the White House. I think that was more epic. And I think that was not a better plan, but I think it went just as smoothly. Like, he just wanted to expose Ross as a fraud and a coward. And, and that's what he did. He still ended up doing it at the end. That's all he wanted. Like, that's why he told Sam, everyone thinks I want to kill Ross, and that's not the case. I just want to show America who he really is. And I love a good old pull the mask off the Scooby-Doo villain at the end. So, yeah, man, I love it. 31. Stern says he was promised a pardon if he worked on secret government projects. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just, yeah, that's what you finna do, bro. I don't get why he was so shocked. Like, bro, you got this big oozy green brain. Like, yeah, bro, we finna put your ass to work. Okay, 32. Right after that, the audio is played of their last conversation, and this was the conversation that I, referred to. And what was that? Number 18. This is when he found out that Stearns was behind the assassination attempt, but still kept Isaiah in jail. So this is the audio that was played. And I thought it was kind of funny, bro. Like, it's like you talking to this dude, he 10 steps ahead of you. He totally outclassed President Ross at the time. He totally outclassed him, outgunned him. And I wouldn't say he outgunned Captain America because Captain America did what he needed to. But I mean, shit, he was on Cap ass too, bro. He was on Captain America ass so hard. He was making Captain America want to reconsider taking her super serum. He wanted to take the serum just to be a superhero. Number 33, a lot of emphasis on Red Hulk's skin being like fire. So it was a few parts where flowers kept going on his skin and kept burning. They really wanted to put that emphasis that his skin is fire. And there was another part where he put his hand into a gas tank and it blew up. So yeah, his skin is fire. That's why he was able to do what he did to Sam's vibranium. Like, and I love that vibranium is so strong, but it still can be depleted and destroyed if the person is strong enough. I love that. So, number 34, I never want to see Harrison Ford's naked body again. That was so disgusting. Like, and I just don't want to see that. Oh, white flabby guy. It was it was egregious. I'm sorry. It was egregious. Like once Sam talked him down and he came down and he wasn't on Red Hulk anymore, bro, that was disgusting. And I never want to see that again. Like, gross. Like, that's all I gotta say. Gross. How old is Harrison? Because I know Harrison Ford. I know he old as hell. Yeah, he 82, man. I'm gonna see that old naked body. That old naked body. So yeah, I wasn't feeling that. But yeah, that was disgusting. 35. Again with the presidency. They never say who took over the presidency at the end. So after Sam goes and visit President Ross, ex-president, I guess, in his jail cell at the Raft, they never say who taking over. They just say good looking for stepping down. So again, we don't know who is the president. Maybe we'll find that out. And Thunderbolts. Hopefully it could be like Bucky or something. Number 36, the treaty that, he was going so hard for, President Ross was in the beginning, is now called the Asaki-Ross Accords, which was, Asaki is the president of Japan or whatever. So, or the prime minister, whatever they do. So they end up working it out and they both will mine adamantium, I'm guessing, on their sides, and it'll be successful. I can't wait to see how we get Wolverine out of this. Number 37, Joaquin is officially the first recruit of the new Avengers, which I cannot wait to see, which will be coming up soon. Avengers Doomsday. Remember, this film is set to come out, I believe, April 2026. So we're like about 14 months away. Yeah. So Joaquin is officially the first Avenger. Is not the sexiest hire, I would say, because we got two of the same type of guys, with Captain America with his wings, Joaquin with his wings. But of course, Thor going to come back. Obviously, Chris Hemsworth ain't missing no checks. Like, obviously, Thor's coming back, and then we'll get hopefully Daredevil. Now, remember, we're going to talk about this when I do the Marvel News show, but apparently Daredevil has said he's not in Avengers Doomsday. So who knows? Who knows? But Joaquin is officially the first recruit of the new Avengers, even though he just blew up half his face. So We'll see how that goes. Number 38, Anthony Mackie with the executive producer credit. I mean, yeah, you gotta love that. So apparently, what they're doing with the OGs, man, all the OGs getting the EP credits. Like Scarlett, Miss JoJo, she had an EP credit on her movie. I believe Spider-Man, Tom Holland. Tom Holland will be getting the EP credit for Spider-Man 4. Like Anthony Mackie getting the EP credit here. These are the actors, taking the reins, and taking it into their own hands. So you gotta love it. Oh, you gotta love it. Oh, you gotta love it. So yeah. And before we get to the last one, please make sure you light up that exotic if you got it. That's one. Number two, pour up that. Look, I'm at the end. I'm at the end of the show, and I'm at the end of the drink. Ain't that crazy? So pour up that expensive so we can get offensive. And please follow your boy Kevin27 World on Instagram, Twitter, or anywhere there's a search bar. I'm even on Roblox, okay? You can search me anywhere. Okay, number 39. Stern says the end is coming, and let's see what happens when you have to protect it from the others. So what does this mean? Now, I've seen this post-credit scene get a lot of flack. This was the biggest flack that I've seen that happened because you got to think, in real time, Spider-Man No Way Home came out 3 years ago. In about, 9 months, it'd be 4 years ago. That was the first time we got multiverse stuff. And then Multiverse of Madness was right after that. So we've been in the multiverse about almost 4 years now. Obviously, with Loki and all that stuff, it's a lot. And then to it to be like, oh, you don't know what's coming next. It's the multiverse. It's like, oh my God, bro, please shoot me in the freaking head. Like, seriously. So a lot of people have flack with that. Now, if you look at it in universe, how the hell was Sam supposed to know about the multiverse? Remember, I don't know how much he roll or mess with Doctor Strange. That's one. And two, no one remembers who Spider-Man is. So they probably don't remember that it was 3 Spider-Man in New York that one day. So yeah, they don't know about the multiverse. So I get it in universe, but bro, we got to get this shit popping. Like Doctor Doom, like we got to get that popping, bro. So yeah, man. So that was the 39 things that I missed the first time I seen Captain America Brave New World. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please make sure you are running up the content. Do it for your boy. It's the 4-year anniversary of Straight Outta Marvel. So please, everyone who's listening, you like the day ones. Like you like family at this point. You've been listening to me for 4 years, drunk ranting on Marvel shit, bro. You pretty much family. So please make sure you are following and, supporting. That's what we do here at Straight Outta Marvel. Okay. It's your host, Kevin27. Believe until you make believers. And I'll see you on the next one.